Good evening, everyone. I started making supper tonight and thought that I should just turn on the camera real quick and share with you all what I'm doing, because this is a super simple, easy meal to throw together. And so I am using the Thai red curry mix, and all I've done is I've opened a can of coconut milk, and I'll angle my camera down so y'all can see, and I've put that in my wok. And then I stirred in this whole package of Thai red curry mix, and I'm just heating that. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, and then once it is at a boil, I'm gonna let it simmer for about 2 minutes. It's gonna kind of thicken a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is, if you had uncooked chicken, you would cut that into chunks and add a pound of your chicken. I already have some cooked chicken in my fridge that's just kind of cut into some chunks. That's what I'm going to use tonight. So I'm going to wait to add the chicken because it's already cooked. And once this has cooked for a couple minutes at a simmer, which I think I can probably turn it down now already, I'm going to add, it calls for 3 cups of mixed vegetables. And at first I wasn't sure if I could make this recipe or not, but I was looking through my freezer and I had a bag of baby blend frozen veggies in my freezer. And I just thought, you know what? That'll work with this. So it calls for about 3 cups. I'm just going to throw in this whole package. It is a 400-gram package. I'm going to throw it all in, and then again, just let it heat up. Then I'm going to add my chicken that is chunked up, and stir in the juice of half a lime, which I don't have, but I have lime juice I'm going to add, and some soy sauce, and this meal is done. So I'm just grabbing my soy sauce and lime juice over here out of the fridge, and that pre-cooked chicken that I have cut up. And I'm gonna grab my scissors so that I can open my veggies. I'm gonna use Epicure's Prep Pro scissors because I love these things. Open up those packages so quickly and easily. Okay, I'm gonna give this another little whisk. Oh, it already looks and smells good. And I love that this is quick and easy, and I'm really just using things I happen to have on hand. So it's always great when you can make a meal work with what you've got. This whole package of veggies might be a bit much. Let's see what it measures out to, just so I can get an idea. I'm okay with throwing in a few extra veggies. Nothing wrong with that. There's 1 cup. Oh, I think this is actually going to be just about perfect. I think it's going to be almost exactly, 3 cups, and I'm kind of tossing things. Oh yeah, really, that package is right at 3 cups, honestly. So it is the perfect amount to grab. And if you don't like these veggies, buy a mix that you do like. I honestly don't know why I picked up this mix. It's not a mix I pick up very often. I think I wanted to make some sort of stir fry with it, but I didn't. So I think it's gonna work great for this recipe. All right, so I've got those in. I'm just gonna let them really heat through with my sauce. And while those are heating through, I've got my chicken that I had cooked up the other day, and my husband actually deboned it for me. I've got it in this container. I'm just gonna chop some of that up on a cutting board, just kind of a rough chop. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. I'm gonna use our Prep Pro chef knife because, again, Epicure has the best tools like that. They just work so well. This Prep Pro chef knife is gonna cut right through these chicken. So I'm gonna get that cut up into chunks and throw it in after that kind of reheats. The frozen chicken is kind of taking the temperature down a bit, and so if you had fresh veggies it wouldn't go down as much, but probably the fresh or the frozen veggies will cook up a lot more quickly though. So I think if you're using fresh veggies, maybe throw them in the multi-purpose steamer in your microwave for a few minutes and soften them up a little bit and then add them in. But yeah, I think this is gonna be delicious. Okay, so I'm just checking my temperature there. Okay, it's gonna need to cook for another minute, and I'll just show you the size chicken chunks I'm cutting up, kind of like that. I mean, they're different pieces, and it's not gonna all be uniform. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. It's already cooked, so it's not like I have to worry about uniformity to have it cook evenly. It's not really gonna matter for us. And the amount of lime juice for a half a lime, this bottled lime juice, which I love to keep on hand because limes, I just don't know when I'm going to use them all the time. If I know for sure I'm going to be using limes in my cooking, then having fresh limes is great. But I just don't always know for sure. Like tonight, I didn't originally plan to make this. And so I don't have fresh limes on hand. And so I always have some bottled lime juice in my fridge. I try to keep bottled lime and bottled lemon juice. So 1 medium lime is equal to 2 or 3 tablespoons of this real lime juice. So I'll put 1.5 tablespoons probably in here, maybe 2. I like a lot of lime flavor, so I'll probably add a little extra, but I will taste it for sure after 1.5 tablespoons to see. And I just want to read for you some of the facts off the package here for this Thai red curry. It has 0 milligrams cholesterol. It has 360 milligrams of sodium, which is, when it's prepared, still only 23% of your daily intake for sodium, which is amazing when you compare that to other items you might get at the store, curry mixes and such. So it really is great to use these mixes. All right, see, I've got my chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it in, let everything finish heating up together, add my lime juice and soy sauce, and then I will show you a picture of the finished product when it's all done. I decided to pop back on a video and just show you guys this all finished. Actually, I'm really glad I used that frozen mix. I think that's going to be really tasty in this. So this is done. I've added my lime juice and soy sauce. It was a teaspoon of soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of the lime juice is what I added. And I'm going to serve this with rice. And I actually had cooked up some rice yesterday, so I have some. When I did cook up my rice, I used miso broth instead of the water. I used Epicure's miso broth mix and made that for cooking the rice in.